Hello, class, and welcome to week one of psychology. Just a fun fact, I had my video completed, and whenever I was reading over the instructions, I noticed that the length of our video only needs to be 6 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo it, but I'm going to try to cut a lot of the stuff out. My name is Luke Whitehead, and I am a senior at LeTourneau University. I walked the stage a few months ago, back in May, with the agreement that I will finish my education goals by the end of the summer, which, of course I'm going to do that. By the completion of this class, I'll only need 3 more hours. I am a business major. I've got a minor in leadership. I am a facility administrator at the Sheriff's Office here in Gregg County. And psychology has always been something that interests me. There's a lot of different aspects of psychology, so I kind of look at it as psychology being the umbrella with a lot of stuff that falls under the umbrella. And one of the topics that really interests me is mental health. As a law enforcement officer, as you can probably imagine, we see mental health every single day after day after day after day. And I want to come up with a solution to what do we need to do as a society. Maybe what do you need to do as a psychology major to try to fix the issues? Because you know just as well as I know that it's a crisis here in the great state of Texas, but not only in Texas, but also in the nation. As a jail administrator, of course, like I said a while ago, I see it every single day. And, is the answer outpatient or inpatient treatment? I think that we could probably all agree that locking somebody up behind bars is not the answer, because they're not getting the help that they need. And, I will go ahead and say this. I fully agree with what I just said, okay? So I'm going to backtrack. And it depends on what the crime is, okay? So the elements of the crime has to fit the punishment. But look, that's something that maybe we'll cover later on in the book. But this week we've been asked to read chapters 1 through 2. And when I was reading through chapter 2, sleep patterns interest me, okay? And there's 2 things that really caught my attention about sleep patterns. And I'm going to read the effects of sleep loss, okay? And this is coming out of our reading book on page 58. Today, more than ever, our sleep patterns leave us not only sleepy and drained of energy and feeling of well-being. This tiredness tendency has grown so steadily that some researchers have labeled the current times as a great sleep recession. Now that's a problem. Okay, it might be a small problem, but yet it's a big problem, and I'm going to follow that up with another reading out of our textbook. So I'm more of a problem solver type guy. So I read that and I ask myself, why do researchers think that? Why are they sitting here saying, and I quote, labeled current times as a great sleep recession? Well, I'm going to go ahead and give you my theory on it. As a young adult, I do not get the sleep that I need. Okay. For example, it's 9:35 p.m. I'm doing my discussion that's due at midnight tonight. Okay. My wife and I, we come home from work. We try to get home by 6 o'clock. Once you get home by 6 o'clock, we got to feed our 2 daughters. They're 2 and 5. Get them baths. Look over their schoolwork. Let them play a little bit. So on and so forth. So our night gets away from us. Okay. So that puts us here at 9:35 doing our homework. But then you sit there and say, well, you've had since Sunday to do this. Well, no, I haven't had since Sunday to do it, because not only do I work the sheriff's office, but I also work off-duty jobs. So, the sleep recession, they can call it that, and I'm going to agree with it. Okay, but here's a follow-up statement that when I was reading, it really caught my attention. And it talks about driving, and it says the growing needs get boring for students to start snoring. Sleep loss also affects our mood. Cancel that. For drivers in unexpected situations, slow responses can spell disaster. Drowsiness sleeping has contributed to an estimate one of 6 deadly American traffic accidents. Okay, and it shows that information was found in 2010 from AAA. Uh, when I was working in the field here in Gregg County, I saw a lot of accidents, and yes, some of them were to drug abuse or drinking and driving or not paying attention, distracted driving. But yes, sleep drowsiness had an effect. And I'm going to go ahead and try to finish this for the next 45 seconds. I want to read some quick research that I did before I started uh, recording myself, and this is from the CDC, okay? And the research that they gathered was from 2013, and it said that an estimated 1 in 25 adult driver ages 18 years or older reported having fallen asleep while driving in the previous 30 days. The Nation Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimate that drowsy driving was responsible for 72,000 crashes, 44,000 injuries, and 800 deaths in 2013. Okay, so it's more of a crisis that we have going on here, and I don't think that there is a solid answer for the issue. I'm going to wrap it up, and this has been a very, very interesting chapter. I'm going to follow up with my statement more on Word that I will actually post in our IA for this week. So, class, thank you for listening to me blabble on for 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Welcome to week 1. If you are a freshman taking this class, LeTourneau University is a wonderful Christian university, and I really do think that you're going to enjoy it. God bless.